Is being an engineer hard? I'm an engineer in training, so what that pretty much means is like if you study engineering in university, you don't graduate a licensed engineer. The same way if you study law in university, you don't graduate a lawyer. So I studied ecological engineering in university with a minor in Spanish. Shout out Oregon State University Honors College, go Beavs. But now I work for a private civil engineering firm, and I absolutely love it. At least for this specific company that I'm working for, our immediate needs are really drafting. A lot of drawing, a lot of plan sets, a lot of scopes and proposals and cost estimates and bid documents. So I'm not doing a lot of hard engineering at this very moment. But university was definitely challenging, and I think that the engineering programs at most universities are designed to have their first 2 years honestly be the hardest. The weeding courses, they're very challenging, they're very tedious, a lot of homework. I think you have to thug it out and make it through those. And then the next 2 years are hopefully more enjoyable. I found them to be much more enjoyable and much more collaborative too. At least the program at Oregon State University was cohort based, and the ecological engineering program was very intimate and small, which I appreciated in the latter 2 years. But anyways, back to the original question, is being an engineer hard? For sure. I'm not a licensed engineer. As I mentioned earlier, I'm an engineer in training. I still need to take one more exam, get 2 years of experience under my belt, and then I can put my stamp on projects saying I'm a professional licensed engineer. This project is within my scope of understanding and expertise, and I validate that this project is good to go. But to reach that point, it takes a tremendous amount of work. And it's also a huge responsibility too. A lot of people don't really understand that. I think people see the title or people see the end goal, but really it's about the journey to arrive there. To be a professional licensed engineer or professional licensed surveyor or whatever it may be is a tremendous responsibility. But I think for young university students or teenagers, maybe considering the next step or where they want to go, what they want to be when they grow up, definitely look into STEM. I think that there is a lot of new opportunities opening up in the STEM fields, especially in engineering and architecture. And I think that those fields tend to be very profitable, especially for young students like us. I think you're going to find moments in school and in your young professional career and even in your developed career where you probably find yourself stuck. You don't have enough resources. You're doing something that you hate or is very uncomfortable. And I think it's a matter of leaning on your support systems that you have available to you. And if you don't have that support system, then maybe you need to consider either seeking help or pivoting and finding something new. But engineering is difficult, fulfilling, it pays well, and is sufficiently challenging while also being fun.